Okay, children, in the previous video of reproduction in plants and animals, we have studied about the sexual reproduction in plants, okay, which took place with the help of the flower. Okay, now we are going to study about sexual reproduction in human being. And when we talk about sexual reproduction in human being, there are two individuals involved, the male and the female. We can also say the father and the mother. Okay, so when we talk about the male produces the male gamete called as the sperm. Okay, right, and this sperm is produced inside the organ called as testis, right? So the males are having the testis which will be producing the sperm, which is the male gamete. Then we talk about the females. The females produce the female gamete called as the egg inside the ovaries. Okay, so the females are having this organ called as ovary, which will be producing the egg, that is the female gamete. Once the sperm and egg are produced, okay, these sperm and egg, they will be fusing together to form the zygote, and this fusion process is called as fertilization, as you already know. Now this zygote will undergo division many times to produce the embryo. The embryo will be developing into the fetus, or you can say the baby. Okay, so this way the sexual reproduction in the human being takes place, right? And when we are discussing about the sexual reproduction in human beings, we need to discuss the female reproductive organs and the male reproductive organs in detail. What are the different parts? What are their functions, right? So we will be discussing one by one both the organs in detail, right? So before going to the female reproductive organ, I would like to show you the diagram of the sperm and the ovum. So here we are having the sperm and the ovum or the egg. Egg or ovum, it is the same thing. Okay, you can see the sperm, it is having the head, the nucleus, the middle piece and the tail, whereas this is the female gamete, that is the egg, and it shows the presence of the nucleus, the cytoplasm and the extra parts. Okay, you should remember that the largest and the smallest cells in the human body are the gametes. Okay, the egg or the ovum is considered as the largest human cell. Okay, and the sperm is considered as the smallest human cell. So these are the smallest and the largest human cell produced inside the human body. Understanding? So the sperm and the egg, or the male gamete and the female gamete. Okay, yeah. Now we go to the next part, that is the female reproductive organs. When we talk about the female reproductive organs, there are different parts like the ovaries, oviduct or the fallopian tube and the uterus. Apart from this, we will be studying about the cervix and vagina also, right? So first we will discuss about the ovaries. I'll just show you where the ovaries are present and then we will discuss it in detail. Okay, so here in this diagram we can see the female reproductive organ to be present. Okay, now here these are the ovaries. Okay, these are the ovaries. Then we are having the fallopian tube, uterus, cervix and vagina. So these are the different parts of the female reproductive organs. Talking about the ovaries, these are almond shaped, okay, ovaries situated in the abdominal cavity on both the side of the uterus. So you can see a pair of ovaries to be present on both the side of the uterus, and they are almond shape. Almond. Okay, you know almond. What is almond? Yes. Okay, you should be knowing what is almond, right? Yeah. So ovaries are almond shaped structures present on both the sides of the uterus. Okay, they are present in pair. What is almond? You must be remembering by now. almond is also called as अखरोट. Okay, so अखरोट का shape का ovaries रहता है, right? Now these ovaries are important because they produce the female gamete, that is the egg. Okay, the egg is produced inside the ovaries. Apart from the egg, the ovaries also produce the female hormone called as progesterone and estrogen. Progesterone and estrogen, right? These hormones, they are important because when the female or the girl attains maturity, okay, when the girl attains maturity, then these female hormones, they will be helping in the growth and maturation of sex organs and the development of secondary sexual characters in the females. Understanding? So what is the function of the female hormones? Progesterone and estrogen, they help in the growth and maturity of the sex organs. So here the sex organs are present. इनका growth and development के लिए the progesterone and estrogen are important. Apart from that, okay, these sex hormones will be helping in the development of secondary sexual characters. Okay, like there will be the development of the breast taking place in the females. Okay, so that is because of the hormones produced by the ovaries. Okay, so once the female has reached maturity, that time the sex organs will be developing and the secondary sexual characters in the female will also be developing. At the same time, once the hormones are produced, okay, and the female has reached the puberty, that is maturity stage, okay, then these ovaries will start producing the egg, okay, or the female gamete. Now how is the female gamete is produced? The female gamete or the egg will be produced by one ovary 1 month, and next month the next ovary will be producing the egg. Okay, so that way alternately the ovaries will be producing one single egg every month. Okay, first ovary producing the egg in the first month, second ovary producing the egg in the next month, and that way it goes on. Okay, so this is about the ovaries. Okay, pair of almond shaped structures present on both the sides of the uterus produces the female gamete or the egg and the female hormone called as estrogen and progesterone, right? Yeah, coming to the next part, and that is the oviduct or the fallopian tube. So here you can see the fallopian tube to be present. The part of the fallopian tube which is close to the ovary, you can see it is funnel shape. Okay, it is funnel shape, right? Yeah, so oviduct or the fallopian tube are a pair of narrow tube like structure present on both the side of the uterus. Okay, now when we talk about the function of the oviduct, it will be carrying the egg that is produced by the ovaries from the ovaries to the uterus. Okay, so that is the function of the fallopian tube or the oviduct. It carries the egg produced by the ovary into the fallopian tube and to the uterus. Okay, understanding? Now oviduct is the place where the fertilization will be taking place. We already know what is fertilization. The fusion of the egg and the sperm is called as fertilization. So the egg will be coming out from the ovary into the fallopian tube. It will be lying in the fallopian tube. The sperm will be coming in and the fusion will be taking place over here in the oviduct or the fallopian tube. Okay, coming to the third important part, that is the uterus. You can see that uterus is a pear shaped hollow muscular bag like structure. Okay, and what is happening inside the uterus is the embryo grows and develops into a child. Okay, so the child grows inside this bag like structure called the uterus. Okay, the egg will be fusing over here fusion will be taking place, zygote will be developed, and then that zygote will be growing into embryo, and then the embryo comes and attaches itself in the uterus, and here the baby grows. Okay, yeah. Next part is the cervix. Cervix is a narrow passage on the lower end of the uterus. Okay, and then it opens into a muscular tube-like structure called as the vagina. Okay, now vagina is the place which receives the sperm from the male during mating. Okay, vagina also serves as the birth canal. Okay, so once the baby is developed, the baby will be coming out through the cervix, through the vagina outside. Okay, so the delivery of the baby is taking place through the vagina, and that is why it is called as the birth canal. Okay, so there are two functions of vagina. Number one, it receives the sperm from the male, and second is that it acts as a passage for the birth of the baby. Okay, so this is about the different parts of the female reproductive organs: the ovary, the fallopian tube or the oviduct, the uterus, cervix, and the vagina. Okay, so with the help of the diagram you must have understood, okay, about the different parts. We will just go through once again. There are ovary, oviduct, and uterus present in the reproductive organ of the females. Ovaries are pair of almond shaped, okay, structures in the abdominal cavity on both the side of the uterus. They produce the egg and the female hormone estrogen and progesterone. The egg will be produced alternately by each ovary each month. Okay, the hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone, they help in the growth and the maturation of sex organs. Coming to the next part, oviduct, it is a narrow tube like structure present one on either side of the uterus. It carries the it carries the egg from the ovary to the uterus. Okay, fertilization of egg and sperm occurs in the oviduct, right? Then we are having the uterus. It is a bag like organ present inside the what you can say, the abdominal cavity. Okay, the embryo grows and develops inside the uterus, right? The cervix is a narrow passage at the lower end of the uterus which opens inside the vagina. The vagina will be receiving the sperm and it acts as a birth canal for the baby during the delivery. Okay, so these were the different parts of the female reproductive organs. Understood?